Good morning, traders. We're 1 minute before the red news window. So we're going to hang in here a few minutes and see where this goes. The market's been moving relatively good up until the market actually opened at 9:30. I mean, it was trending moderately to good. Now it's chop. We want to let this materialize and see what happens after the window. We're within a minute of it. And then we're going to look for trades consistent with our daily plan. Let's put our strategy up real quickly. Let's apply that. We're going to broaden this out. And just hang here and see what we get. Okay. We're in our news window. And it's showing a lot of chop. It's not remarkably fast. So we got a news window that we just got into. So we're going to probably look at the market after 10 o'clock. We will look before then, but we want to wait until we start seeing the market trend. As you know, we like to wait, usually with a red news window, at least 5 minutes. And we can see down here the market moved rapidly during the release of the news, which is not really suitable for trading, at least profitably. We got a sticks here up. We're a couple of minutes in. Yeah, say it jumped, you would not have been filled there likely, unless you had a market order and you would have been filled at a really poor position. Yeah, this is jumping 8, 10 bars at a time. We're on support, moving averages and the swing pivot. This could possibly work out here. We also have, if you notice down here, we have a spiral that fired off. But we got the mid fib that we're sitting under here, and that would have been a loser, and we stayed out of it. That's what I mean, guys. We don't want to put ourselves in a losing position right off the bat. Please be patient. We're not trading for excitement. We're trading for income, for profit. We're just going to sit back and see what shakes out. Again, we got a trio on the fib. We also have a fib, on the pivot, and we got the 618. We know what that can do. That's a powerful fib, and we're coming back up under the midline. And we got a sticks here, right on the pivot. We're 5 minutes. We can actually take this if you want. We will try. Again, we're pushing through the midline, trying to, and we're going to go back under the 3.8. It's stalling out. It could push through, but we're not going to take a chance. The market creates trades all day long. Some days better setups than others. Today is Wednesday, the 24th. That would have won if you'd have been in. And I'm sure some of you were. Okay. We got about 8 minutes until the 10 a.m. window. We're going to try a trio here. Again, it's got to go through the midline. We would like not to start off with a loser. Let's see if we can get to the first target here. If we get to the first target, we break even, which we just did. We got the first target and stopped out. Let's see if we can get another setup. We got 7 minutes before 10 a.m. And for all you that have been in the room a while, we know we don't like to go near that window with a position because the open can be very choppy. The market's slowed down significantly. We got a trio. We're just going to watch it here. We just barely made that first target on the last one. And we got the pivot in the 382 fib right here. and I'm trading micros. I urge you to start with simulated with micros. And when you start trading for real, we urge you to go for, adjust a lot size down. You don't want to take big risk until you really internalize everything here. The strategy, all the trade setups, how to anticipate trades like we did the last one with we selected trio. I actually did it on the other chart, but so this would have been a winner, at least for the first target. We caught some heat right here, depending on where your stop was. Again, it's choppy. I would have won that, but we got 5 minutes to 10 a.m. The market's anticipating slowing down for that open. And that ended up being a nice trade. And remember, the way I have my ATM setting, and yours is specific for your plan, is I go for two targets on it. On the first target, when I get there, I break even. It leaves enough room for the possibility of the second larger target without being stopped out, because you're going to break even, but you've gone a certain distance, which now provides some cushion to potentially meet your second target. Our trading has been good this week again. It's midweek. We're not bragging because anything can happen. We got 3 minutes. I'm going to sit back and give it a few minutes on the 10 a.m. and just see if we can get some more winners. Yeah, many of these aren't reaching the first target. It's a good thing we stayed out. And some are. But another caveat is when you say take the trio and you're going down through the moving averages, in this case the 200 and the 89, you never know when that's going to have enough support going down to pop up and stop you out. One minute, and then we're going to give it a few minutes and go again. And we're open for the top of the hour, open. And for you guys that have been in the room for a while, we know we like the top of the hour and the half hour, plus or minus X number of minutes, just to, gauge the market movement and potentially take trades. Now you can see we are just into chop, which will chew us apart. Okay, we got a down movement, but you could not have taken that. You would have been stopped out had you tried to take that right at the, around the open within a few seconds. Big, big, big move down. We have a sticks here. That would have worked out. Let's give it a minute or two, though. We're only 1 minute in. Got another sticks. Let's just see what we get. Cancel. We have a retrend down, but we're going to hit the fib low if we take it, probably without hitting even our first target. You can see where it's sitting here. And again, for you got new guys in the room, guys meaning male and female, we love to take the trio off of the fib high and fib low because it's offering support from the fib, and also offers the swing low or swing high, in this case, swing low support. But like in this case, we're close to the fib low. We're not there. And we're also pushing up through the moving averages, and we got the 618. Not a good setup. We look for premium setups, and that would have lost had you taken that. That's where we are. Okay, now we're on the fib fib low. Let's see what we get. And we got enough room if we push up. We'll try the trio here. It's going to push up. It's not a great trade. You can stay out of it. It's not a great trade yet. But it is at the fib low. I didn't make contact with it, and we usually like it to, at least touch it. We're going to take this one off. Why? The action is not consistent with moving up through all this. It can. We would rather take a spiral here, which did fire, but again, it's still not pushing up. Here we go. Okay, that would have been a first target, but why did we not take it? It's not consistent with how we filter trades. you would have been close if you would have gotten your first target barely and gotten stopped out, depending on your personal ATM settings. We got another sticks. Again, we're only 6 minutes in. We got another sticks here on the fib. And we up under the midline. We're on the 618. Okay, that would have worked out. But again, it's pushing through a lot of resistance at this point. It looks like the market's wanting to push up. Let's see if we can get a trio push back. We don't want to take a sticks, which is a wick, this far along. We could have taken this one and possibly even this one. But if we get another one, we're so far up in the trend, you never know when it's going to reverse. Nice trend. We can see the high fib for the day. And we're still, even though it's trending, it's pushing up through resistance, so it wants to go higher. We got another fib, and the fibs are what usually create this these sticks, wicks. The fibs or moving averages even will push it down or up, support or resistance, depending on which direction it's going. We can give this trio a shot here and see if it goes back to the top fib. We prefer a trio off of, support or resistance or fib. We like the high low and even the mid fib. Let's see if we can get that first, get break even. We feel very comfortable once we get to break even. Because we got a target, and worst case is we get the first target and break even. It's trying to stall. Let's just see if we can hit this first target here. And it's trying to stall. It's not good. Not good. That's going to likely stop out here. Okay. Now we got some work to do. We're going to put the trio back on here just in case. We're on the 200. We're on the 382. Let's see if we can get another shot at it. We'll hit the spiral also. But if it triggers it, if we got the trio on, the trio will trigger first. We came with very close to hitting that first target, but we did. Okay, let's see if we can get lucky this time. Okay, we got the first target. We got to go up through a swing pivot, which is a prior high or prior low, in this case, prior high, to get there. Come on, you're within a tick. Okay, we're not far off of even again. And if we get up here and start pushing into the high fib, we will start looking for a counter trend reversal back down with the trio. And we can see the price action is stuck into, for the NQ, a relatively tight channel. Yeah, it's pretty relatively slow. I like it when it actually pushes. See if I see an example of that back. Like right here, when it actually pushes, like in this case, the fib low, and we got the trio, and it pushed up, and then we got a pull back, and we got another trio. I like that setup. I don't like it into a news window. Okay, we have we've hit the fib high for today. What I don't like here is we got so much resistance below it. I'd prefer to see it push several bars into the fib high and then reverse like that, like this. We'll select trio down. It's pushed out. and it's strong. So it broke out to a high for the day. We're going to take that back off because they're wanting to push it higher. And if we get a pullback, we'll look for a trio back up. We have a pullback, but we have a sticks, and it's way too late into the push up to take a sticks back up. We'd rather have the confidence of a trio. It's wanting to go higher. We still haven't reached the first target yet. We'd rather get a retrend or a trio. We're pushing hard up into the high. Again, we got a lot of resistance. We got a prior pivot, which can give a lot of support in this case if we get a downward movement. We like it better when there's not a swing high, swing low on the high and low. Okay. We got a trio, and it's going to be a challenge. If we get to the first target, we like the setup, but we want to get, I mean, it came within a tick of hitting that one. We got the first target. Let's just see if we can get the second target. Nope, but we're back into the money. And we're going to use a trio up here, just in case. We're going to be off with a lot of support. We got the fib and we got the 200 below us, 200 EMA. Let's just see if we can push back out. Let's see if we can get that first target. And we're going to move the second target back down because we got that fib high. And it's wanting to stall here. Could easily get stopped out again. The market's trying to stall up here. Okay, this is a day we don't like. It's stalling at the high. We'll select spiral here and just see if we can push out this time. We got the sticks, excuse me, the trio. But we don't like the movement. It's basically stalled. And the spiral will allow for much more confidence because it requires more influence with different factors to trigger, to fire. So we're at the high and it's not liking the high. We can see we pushed down. We failed here. We got a few ticks, but we didn't get what we wanted. Now we got a sticks, which up here on the beginning of a trigger can be a poor sign. And another thing that's telling us our trading is not where we want to be is that it's failing on the second target. Just chop. We won't do trio. You can see how the trio is caught in here. We want a spiral, which we get a spiral. We still got to push up through this prior fib high. We're 7 minutes to the half hour. And we can see this has just been chopped, been better to stay out, but we didn't know it was chop at the time. Okay, we got a spiral. And it's not strong either. So it's better to wait here until we get a breakout. Let's put this thing down here. I usually do this when we start getting into this type of action and stay out of it. We didn't know it initially, but we know it now. The spiral is a strong signal, but the market has stalled without giving us a trade because it's not going far enough for first target, even the minimum target. We have these days and we have to deal with them. There's no volume here. There's no commitment anywhere. Okay. We hit the first target. Let's see if we can hit the second target. It is underneath the high fib, but it's got to go through it. And we left it room to go through it, but it's got to go through it to actually trigger. We're 5 minutes before the half hour. Yeah. Mark is just not committed right now. Up or down. Come on, you can give us one tick, can't you? It's being stingy. Okay. We're going to wait this time. We're right at the half hour. We're going to wait for it to break out of this channel. This channel is not being kind to us. It won't break out. It's not giving us enough room. We got the first target there, but that was the first one in a while. But we're still okay. And we normally don't see a lot of this type of action, not in the last couple of weeks, but we got it now. It's midweek. Had a big news window. So probably, in retrospect, which is always 2020, might have been better to pull that second target down to the first target. But we came within one tick. It had to go through it, and it never did. That's the game we play. We got 3 minutes to the half hour. We want out of here. We don't want to put any more on in this channel. This is not where we play the game. Now we're pushing up. So we essentially have a breakout from the consolidation. Just see if we get a setup. Sorry. We'll select spiral here, which is going to require more confluence of factors to fire. We also have sticks, which is a wick, of course. Other sticks. Now we could get a trio here. It's struggling up here though, so I'm gonna wait and see if I can get a spiral. Spread this out a little bit so we get the concept of the breakout better. That was a breakout, but it's extremely weak still. All right, we got a spiral. If we get to the first target, we'll feel comfortable. If not, so we got to the first target. Again, with the way it's moving, it would have been suitable to pull that second target down. It's just not, giving us heavy, large pushes. But we're out of the hole again. I'm not going to give it much more time. What I will probably do is come back at 2 o'clock for the afternoon trading. If you have your time is available, depending on what happens here. The good thing is, and maybe some of you don't see it as good, but it is, we're not in the hole, and we've gone through a long period of chop. I don't like this movement because you can see that when you get a lot of sticks, wicks, that's not smooth trading, and you get stopped out. Like we're getting stopped out on the second target every time. Better to take that off, and we'll if we get into another trade, we will pull that target down to the first target and just go from there. This is a trade we normally like a lot, which is pushing off the fib high, fib low. We get a trio, which is a counter trend move. You can see it's so weak though that the 89 is giving it total support. It's not letting it go below it. And with the market like this, we don't normally take this. Even though this could turn around and be profitable, we don't take low probability trades on the setup. And this is the reason why. I'm not going to take this again back up through the fibs. We would not have been filled there either anyway because we had 4 bars in a row with the same time frame, which means it just skipped. Okay, that push down was on the half hour, but it amounted to nothing. We're going to stop here. I will come back at 2 o'clock and see where we can take the market from there. We're not in the hole. We basically break even, maybe minus a little bit with commissions. Not much, if any. See you at 2 if you're able to come back. Take care.